Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Century Farm Organics. I'm your host, Kyle, and today we are going to get a load of manure. So want to take you guys along and show you what that entails. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to let that truck warm up. It's about 20 degrees out right now here in southwest Minnesota, and there's not a bit of snow on the ground, which is awesome to me. I'm okay with that. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about before we get into today's video is we went over 500 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, I am going to ask you to hit that subscribe button, try to like our videos, comment. But for our giveaway, so we run our every 100 increment giveaway, so we hit 500. So to enter into our giveaway, I'm going to give away a sweatshirt, a nice coffee cup, a shirt, a hat. What I need you to do to get entered in that giveaway is comment on this video, Merry Christmas. So Christmas is coming up. Why don't we comment that, and that'll get you entered into the giveaway. And please make sure you're subscribed. I'm only going to be picking subscribers, so make sure you are subscribed to the videos. And because I'm going to be doing these giveaways from here on out till we hit 1,000. So with 500, that's what, 4 or 5 more giveaways. So make sure you're subscribed and enter to win. But let's get into today's video. All right, so the truck's been running for about 10 minutes now. I'm gonna hop inside, take off. So we'll get going. Only thing I gotta do before I take off my air brakes and then lift up my third axle on my trailer. So yeah, and then we just switched 2 days ago. We hauled some corn with the hopper, and then we just put this back on, and I noticed something that, not a big deal, but it bothers me. The mud flaps riding on the jack stand. Little froze too. But yeah, this Trinity trailer, I think we are on load 17. I think this will be the 17th load we've done with it in the 4 or 5 weeks we've owned it. So hopefully we're doing our part in justifying it. But yeah, we got to keep on hauling and keep on justifying. So there's one cool thing we added to this trailer. Otherwise we haven't done anything. There's an air scale Bluetooth system I put on this trailer, and I can talk about that more when I'm loaded and show you kind of how the app works and stuff like that. But that's something I need to talk about in this video, because if you're a farmer doing some things like this, or you know, whatever, you want to have an air scale on your truck, it was actually super simple and really cheap, and so far it's been really reliable. But let's hop in the truck, let's get up to Litchfield, and let's get loaded. All right, so just got in the cab here. First thing I'm gonna do is I got my cruise control on, so that the engine, it just turns that oil a little faster. The engine turns a little bit more than idle, just warms up faster. But for my trailer tag, all I got to do is click this button, and that third axle will go up. You're not going to be able to see it because I can barely see it. But yeah, then my trailer brakes are good. So if you would pull these, all that would lock is just those back axles on the trailer. And then this is for on the truck part. So this part, the axle's right back here. So as you guys can see, we made it up to the turkey farm here in Litchfield. So there is a feed truck here right now. I see Eric's pulling up here. There's a feed truck here right now, so I'm just gonna pull off to the side here and wait. And once he gets out of here, then we'll get under the litter loader right there, and I'll show you how this process works. All right, trailer is under the stacker, we call it. That is a litter loader. And Eric's loading it with our Kubota SVL 75. So this takes about 20 minutes for us to load. This manure is this is out of our brooder barn. So our brooder barn, that is super light manure. Not super light, but lighter. I can't even get a full load on this big trailer. I'll show you my process. I just inch my way back all the way to the back of the trailer, and then I actually pile it so high that I put on plastic boots and I get in there and I kick the manure to the side just so I can roll my tarp, because I try to get in as much volume as possible into the trailer. So yeah, I'll show you that process and get some footage here. The wind's blowing a horrible direction. Yesterday it was perfect. It was blowing all the dust that way, past me, but now it's blowing it into the trailer. But I'll get some footage here of Eric running the skid loader and loading it. So there you go, that's really all there is to it. Eric just sits there, chucks buckets into that litter loader. It's a little slow. That litter loader is pretty tired out. It's seen a lot of pounds of manure in its day. Eric would guess it's seen well into the millions of pounds. Came from they bought it before we bought the farm. They bought it off of there was a plant in Benson, Minnesota that used to actually burn turkey manure for energy, I think, or something. I don't know the whole concept of it, but that's where this litter loader came from. So yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a pile up there already. I'll keep letting Eric load it and I'll just keep moving the truck. So we're about halfway across the trailer now, and one thing you guys might be wondering is why we're doing it this way. Well, to answer that question, this litter loader was a part of the purchase when we bought this farm over a year ago. So right now we're just kind of making it work. We're hoping to be able to justify a payloader here. For this farm specifically, we have our own farm payloader, and then we want one for up here too for doing stuff like this. But loading into a trailer like this, it takes a special kind of payloader, which I'm gonna go move the truck and then I'll talk about that. So like you might be saying, why can't you use your payloader that you guys have seen in our other videos of me spreading manure? Well, this trailer is up so high that our payloader is just a regular standard payloader that we have on the farm. I would never be able to tip my bucket into that trailer. It's up so high. So what we got to do is either buy a high lift payloader that'll get up and over and allow the bucket to tilt down, or they make a special bucket for payloaders called a rollout bucket. So instead of our bucket just doing this, it'll actually tip out, and you're not dropping your cutter bar, you're just rotating it out of the bucket. So that's what we're in the market for, I think. Yeah, like I say, we got to be able to justify being able to purchase that. So that's what we're looking for, and we'll keep you guys updated. But getting a payloader up here, then I wouldn't need to coordinate doing all this stuff with Eric. Then I could just come up here whenever I please and grab a load of manure and go back. So yeah, definitely, ideally, we would have a payloader, but this is working for now. This actually works really good. I mean, to load in 20 minutes, I don't know if we'll be able to load a trailer load with this much manure any faster with the payloader, to be quite honest with you. Just like I say, it would take away me needing Eric here, and I kind of have to go by Eric's schedule because he's busy managing this whole farm for us. So it's kind of those things I just work in getting a load a day right now when it's kind of good timing for both of us. So that's what we're doing, and yeah, we'll get loaded up here and I'll show you what I got to do to close this tarp. All right, now for the fun part. I get to walk all this down while Eric pushes up. That's about all we got left. 2 good loads, but as you can see from how much I sink in, there just isn't a lot of weight to this stuff. So I just kick it to the sides, walk it down, and make sure my automatic tarp can roll. And then we roll. And we'll head on back. All right, so I'm all the way back here at the back of the trailer. as you can see, I got it all locked down beneath these bows in the trailer. So these are what holds up our tarp as it rolls its way across the trailer. So if we have a bunch of manure up there, obviously it's gonna struggle to get past that. So yeah, worked out pretty good. As you can see, I'm pretty full. I'm not overloaded. I can just tell off my air gauge, but I have quite a bit more on than yesterday. Yesterday, I think I hauled 19 ton. You guys are gonna see us through the scale, so I'm gonna do a guess. And if I guess right, somebody's gonna have to send me some money or something. If I guess right, I'm gonna guess I have on 24.5 tons. We'll see where we're at. That's what I'm gonna guess, so that's my official guess. You guys will have to stick around to see if I'm right. All right, so now I'm down here at the bottom of the truck. I do have a remote in the cab, but just gonna click the C. That's embarrassing. I must not have got it with my glove. So we're gonna click C. I hear it turning, and here we go. There goes our automatic tarp. It's a 50-foot trailer. That's a pretty good tarp. It's got to move, and there it comes. Now it's down at the bottom. Up it goes. Now my load's secure. So there we go. Got the triple X down. Now we can head back. All right, guys. Just got back to the farm here, and now it's the moment of truth. We're gonna find out how close I was on my tonnage on this load estimate. So that's the cool technology I wanted to show you, and there's our big pile of brooder right over there in the distance. All of our brooder comes here to the shop because, like I said, it's lighter. There's not as much nutrients in it. There's still a good amount of nutrients, don't get me wrong, but it's not near the amount as our finisher manure. So all the brooder comes here because it takes more tons per acre. Just, I don't know, we usually spread 2 or 3 more ton per acre every year that we just supply brooder, so we keep it here and it just goes around on the land we got right around the shop here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm loading into my phone here right now, and I'll show you guys this. So this is called Appway. So this is an app that is on my phone that can tell me what my weight is. So how this works is it's connected via Bluetooth, and I'm just trying to make sure that we can read it, and it'll tell me what I hauled. So I can explain to you guys how that works when I get out of the truck and show you things. This is super cool technology that, yeah, works via Bluetooth. And I don't have to take time out of my trip, because what I leave at 8:30 this morning, it's now 12:30 that I'm back here at the farm. I'm not even unloaded yet. So it's a pretty good day to haul manure right now with how we are currently doing it. So to not have to go out of the way to verify on scale. So we did calibrate this multiple times. We verified it across this CAT certified scale, it's called, and we are pretty close. So this is what we're gonna trust. This is what we're going with, and we'll keep verifying it as we go. But yeah, so as you can see here on my phone, right there, it tells me my total weight, my estimated cargo weight, and when we verified that, we were within 200 and 300 pounds every time. So it's very accurate. I mean, it's not like selling grain by the bushel. This is manure by the ton. So I mean, it's getting us close enough. It's doing what we're supposed to. So yeah, we're gonna go from there. All right, and I was 2 ton off. That's not acceptable. You guys don't have to send me anything, but I was close. It's a pretty good guess, just reading air gauges. So I was at, if you read that, I think, what is it, 22.5 ton, 22.25 ton. And what'd I say, 24.5? Well, you guys lucked out. I got it wrong. But just got up here to the pile. So now what I do, I engage my clutch, flip on my wet kit, which is down here. It's on, I can hear it in the truck. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So with our wet kit, we have to idle it up pretty good to get it to turn over that belt. Takes a pretty good amount of hydraulic pressure, but yeah. So we set this up for our end dump, so I gotta click raise in order to send the oil back there. And that's my turn on right there. And so as you can see, I'll try to talk loud over the truck, but here's where our wet kit is. Here's the oil. It sends the oil up these lines So here's the pressure line. That's sending the oil back. So as you can see right along the trailer, it's coming all the way back. There's our filter. And then as I keep walking back here, comes all the way back to, here's kind of our hydraulic bank. I can explain that. But here's the motor, the orbit motor that runs the actual belt on this trailer. So this back here turns these sprockets and just pulls that belt around, just kind of like a conveyor belt, or it is a conveyor belt really. So then to unload, I can leave my tarp. I can actually leave my tarp rolled when I'm unloading. So I flip the airlock here and you'll see what that does. That unlocks our gate right here. So our gate collapses around there. And here we go. Up we go with the handle. Man, this stuff's dusty. And then right here, turn on the belt. Off we go. And you kind of got to run for your life and get out of the way. And there it goes. It just pushes it right out the back. And we pile it up. So like I was saying, we pile all of our brooder back here and we just keep pushing it on itself, because that way it kind of presses the air out of it. I don't know, maybe that's just my theory, but it seems to help with spreading. We get a little bit more weight in the spreader. That way we're going to the field with more weight. We're getting more acres done per load. It kind of all starts right here, ironically, which not a lot of people might think of that. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. So that's what we do. I'm gonna keep unloading here. When I get unloaded, now that I see where my dust is going right by where that Appway stuff is. So when I get unloaded, I will show you guys that. And I'll show you what I do to end the load. We'll go from there. So yeah, we just keep pushing it out. It takes about 5 minutes to throw that 22.5 ton out the back. Not even probably 5 minutes. As you can see, it's about down there. I'll have to move one more time in order to shut my door. Okay, so here we go. We are at the end of the load. I forgot to grab my gloves. Yeah, that's what the inside looks like. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but as you can see up there, there's a piece of tarping that they add, so that's how we can fold that. Then there's that hydraulic hose that allows that tarp to bend. So we just go like, now we shut off our belt, close our door. I should make sure there isn't obstructions. Yeah, we're good. Close our door, then lock it. There we go. Now that load's complete. We can go grab another one. I'm not gonna today, but we're ready to go there. All you guys can cross that off your bucket list. You all hauled a load of turkey litter with me. So yeah, there we go. We're cleaned off, we're all good. So, the Appway things. So, all we had to do for that is right here is our load box. Right there. This is your load gauge. You can read that and you can kind of guess where you're at for weight. So all we had to do was tee into that. Then we ran a long blue air line. Whoops. Then we ran along that long blue air line all the way up to here. That's all that is. That's where that Bluetooth sensor is in the battery. So that is the trailer that's reading the weight of just those trailer axles, the load pressure on those. And then right here is our other one, right here. And we ran those, we teed that into the load air line on the truck. So then between those two, and with your calibration process, it can tell you what you all got on the ground for pressure and weight. And I was pretty skeptical of it at first. It only costs us $300. So I was kind of like, well, it kind of sounded too good to be true, but in farming, $300 isn't like, I don't want to make it sound like any bit of money is not a big deal, because money's always a big deal. You got to be able to justify things. And so with that only costed us $300. And it seems to be well worth the money right now. I mean, it's super easy to install. It's working really good. We verified that it's working really good. I mean, to be within 200 to 300 pounds on a 22 ton load that I don't have to go out of my way is worth it, in my opinion. It's less fuel we have to use over the life of this trailer. They should be good. I mean, it's super simple. It's just an app. It's a Bluetooth app with air gauges, and all that stuff is replaceable. We can replace that stuff. So, pretty cool technology if you ask me. But yeah, if you're somebody in the trucking world or a farmer and you're interested in it, just check out, I think I just Googled Appway. I don't even remember what I Googled, to be honest with you, but it's just an app called Appway. They can get you taken care of and send you the stuff. So, all right, I am all ready to park this thing away. So I think this is where I'm gonna end the video. So yeah, thank you guys for taking along. I'm glad I could check that item off your bucket list. I know every viewer on here was like, man, I wish I could haul a load of manure with Kyle from Century Farms. That had to be on all your guys' minds. So there you go, there you have it. We did it, and I just wanna say thank you. You guys got us to 500 subscribers. Something in the realm of things, you know, I had hoped for. But I would say we're doing pretty good. You know, it's not something I'm doing every day, as you guys can probably tell from the amount of videos we're doing. I don't have the camera with me every day. I try to do these things to teach you guys, show you guys cool things. This Appway technology, I think, is a technology a lot of people could use if you're in this trucking world, in the farming world. So yeah, it's things you guys can all check out. Just trying to do my part, and it's been a fun experience. So, but long story short, thank you again for 500 subscribers. Don't forget to comment Merry Christmas. I'll randomly select one of you guys who comments Merry Christmas on this video, and I will send you that apparel and the cool coffee mug. I think it's a super cool coffee mug. We've given them away to some people, and they've all been super appreciative and say they're really cool. So I hope you guys think that too. So, but again, just thank you guys for all the support, and we'll see you in the next one.